Happy Sunday, y'all. Peace and blessings. Your cup is leaking. It's not screwed on good or something. Me and what all over your shirt? In the car with big and little. You want to say hey?
Hey.
You want to be on camera or no?
Okay.
Say hey.
Yo.
Not yo. Say hey, monster.
Hello.
So we are on our way to church, but I desperately need a coffee and something on my stomach. I stayed out yesterday watching a movie with somebody. Anyway, how ironic that I watched that movie. Now we finna go to church. It's real life, cause some of y'all,
I like to.
and I'm not judging nobody, but some of y'all was in the booty club and finna go to church. Some of y'all work at the booty club and finna go to church. To each their own. Hey, I'm not here to judge. But yeah, I watched Sinners with my someone special last night, so that was pretty cool. Really good movie. Really a lot of symbolism. I love movies that have like symbolism and yeah. And I could really relate to that movie for real because I'm born and raised in Chicago. My people are from Mississippi. So in watching Sinners last night, I saw so many things that my grandmother talked about. Both my grandmothers talked about when they were living. I saw so many things that I recognized that family members did. And it's so funny to me because some of my family members were some of the biggest like Bible thumpers, so to speak. But they definitely dabbled in hoodoo. And I was telling my son, I said, some of these little superstitions or hoodoo or whatever you want to call it are things that people do every day, but they don't really realize that it is. I give you a good example. If you ever been around somebody and you cleaning up around them and the broom accidentally touch their feet and they jump back, oh, don't sweep my feet, because they say if you sweep somebody's feet they'll never get married. And then I've also heard if they're married and you sweep their feet, they're gonna break up. Now, do I believe in that? I don't know. I joke about it all the time. I don't ever want to get married again, so I'd be like, please go ahead and get the sweeping. But there's simple things that like even my big mama used to say back in the day. Like she used to say stuff like don't ever put your purse on the floor because you'll always be broke. So I try not to do that. Which, oh, where my purse at? Does the floor of the car count? I don't know. But hey y'all, I'm talking about I'm late to the party, like for real, because I be busy.
Sinners was something.
Oh, is this supposed to go up here like this? Oh, did I mess it up? I'm sorry.
Nah, it's just.
I'm in the car with my kids, y'all. We waiting in the line. I need some coffee real bad, and I don't have no coffee at the house. But I'm talking about the movie Sinners. Like I said, I'm late to the party. I wanted to watch it for a long time, but I wanted to watch it with a specific person because of how we vibe. Good morning. Hey. Okay, so we're not going to be crazy and disrespectful on here. So this is what I'm going to do for you. You're going to shut up. Don't come in here talking crazy. I am very much grown. I will not go back and forth with you. I will just delete you. Okay? Or I'll mute you so you can sit here and listen to me blab on, but you can't say nothing because I'm petty like that. Shout out to all the Sagittarius. But I'm talking about the movie Sinners. Yes, I'm just now seeing it. I know. But I wanted to watch it with what?
Oh, I was just going to get my opinion on it.
Okay. Okay, my son wants to give his opinion on Sinners. You want to be on camera?
It don't matter to me.
Okay, so this is my baby.
Yo.
Not yo. This is my baby, my big baby. He's almost 20. And he wants to give his opinion on Sinners. Okay, go ahead. What's your opinion?
I really like Sinners because it perfectly blends different cultures of different musics. Especially, music.
Okay, thank you.
I like the influence that it had, like from the 40s and the 60s, because
Hello.
I immediately thought about, I guess, Grandpa and his
Oh
taste
yeah.
in music.
Oh yeah.
And then towards the end, like, and then I like the Irish. The Irish were a representation of how white people, well, not being racist here, but how
watch your mouth.
People from the South stole a lot of culture.
I mean, that's historical. So yeah, you're right about that. But this is the thing. There was something that was said in the movie where they said people love the blues, but they don't like the people that sing it. I want give 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Can I have 3 bacon, egg, and cheese on croissant?
3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I need a medium iced coffee.
And a medium iced coffee.
Light ice.
Light ice.
With Splenda.
A medium iced coffee.
Light ice with Splenda.
With light ice and Splenda.
Thank you.
A medium iced coffee?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Hey, sis.
Cream or sugar? Come on.
Huh?
Cream or sugar?
Yeah, cream and Splenda.
Cream and Splenda.
You want breakfast too? Okay, we got you. We're going to ship it to you. We got you. So, I was just having a quick... No, that's it.
That's it.
No. Your little nephew back here asked me for extra stuff that I can't. Anyway, yeah, so I'm on here talking about the movie centers. I finally saw it. You know, I wanted to watch it with somebody special. So, we finally watched the movie last night because of the way that we vibe in the conversations we have. Certain movies, I like watching them with certain people. So, the interesting thing to me, because my son just pointed out how in the movie, they pointed out how, other cultures take from black culture. They steal from it, basically. And Delroy Lindo said it, his character, I forgot what his character name, but the dude that was always partaking the spirits, which we're going to get to that in a minute. He said it when they were riding in the car, and he was talking about how they went to play for these people and this and the other, and they made a lot of money, and then something happened to one of his friends. You have to watch the movie. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. I'm probably the only person on earth that hasn't until now. But hey, how you doing? Welcome in. So he said, people love the blues. They just can't stand the people that sing it. And I already knew that, having a background of parents that were definitely, baby, born in the Delta. Okay, I spent every summer.
That was his name.
Spring, huh?
His name was Delta.
Delta, that was his name. Yeah. But I spent every summer, spring break, some Christmases, Easter, all that in Mississippi with my big mama and my daddy Joe and daddy Doe and all those people, all my cousins and all that. So I grew up knowing about like what a haint was and all these little like superstitions and hoodoo. So some of the stuff they were saying was so reminiscent for me. And then like how the chick that was Slim wife was saying, these is haints. That's what they thought. They were spirits at first, and come to find out they were vampires. Okay, so when she said haints, I started smiling because I remember my grandmother, Big Mama, used to always talk about haints. So my grandmother was one of the most Bible thumping people there was. Like, she loved the Lord. Okay, and I'm sure she is with the Lord now because she loved the Lord. She did not play about God. But there was something about the other little practices she had. Now, I never saw her with no herbs and stuff, but baby, she definitely had some home remedies. But she kept her personal, so I don't know how that went. But she definitely had like little superstitions. Like, for instance, when it would rain in Mississippi and it was like I said, we family, so you can borrow my family anytime. But talking to TT, you should have seen the way your nephew just looked at me. He was like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm talking to TT. Who else would I say that to? Anyway, so when it would rain in Mississippi and it would be real hot, and it's like this black asphalt in the middle of like, country roads. And then it was woods everywhere, right? But you had like little 2-lane roads in the middle of nowhere. And it would be so hot because the sun would be directly on the asphalt. and it would rain real, real hard. And then because it's so hot, when the rain would stop, steam would come up out the ground. And I'll never forget, my grandmother used to tell me all the time, Big Mama used to be like, don't you take your tail out there to play. And she kept two things, a switch and a fly swatter, to keep all of us grandchildren in check. I tried to never get hit with that. I don't think I ever did. I was a good grandchild. So she used to threaten us with this fly swatter and this switch, like, don't you take your little tail out there in that what she call it, in that mist. Them haints gonna get you. Because when the mist would rise from the ground, she used to tell us that those were the haints coming out of the ground, and if you went out there and walked through it, they was gonna pull you down with them. These are things I was told as a child. Just saying. So when she mentioned haints, I smiled because it was something that was very familiar to me, and in a weird way, it brought back a good memory. Something else, when Slim's wife was doing his mojo bag, I never saw anybody do a mojo bag. I never saw anybody wear one, but I definitely heard of people talking about it. When you're in the backwoods of Mississippi, you definitely hear people talk about different things. Now, on the flip side, I was raised Catholic. I do not subscribe to any organized religion. Now, I go to church. I'm a believer, but I have my own relationship with God. I don't even know what you would call it. I have always been a spiritual person, but I am not subscribe to any particular practice per se. I just go where my spirit is led. Speaking of the word spirits, so like when you go to the club or whatever, or you go to the juke joint back in the day, they say, you partake in the spirits. Think about when you go to the liquor store, what does it say? Wine, beer, and spirits, right? Okay, wine, beer, and spirits. So when you're drinking that, you're drinking the spirit, right? That's why people black out. That's why people, they feel like, I don't remember what happened. People act different. They turn up when they get on a little brown, little white, you know what I'm saying? Like they turn up and that's what they want to do. And they blame it on the spirit. Here's what I have always believed, and I say this because I was with somebody that had a problem with spirits. He partook a little bit too much. I would say drunk mind, sober thoughts. So whatever is in you already, it is amplified when you on them spirits, okay? Something else that I saw in the movie that I thought was real interesting, when Preacher Boy's dad was saying, talking about inviting the devil in. And the one thing that is always common every time you watch a story or a movie about vampires is they can't come in unless you invite them in. Right. And it's ironic that they have this juke joint where they're drinking spirits. You are inviting something in. So you are already inviting something because that's why they came. That's why they showed up to the juke joint, because they felt welcome. They said, oh, there are people that we can, latch on to, right?
And before
so
that, there was the when Preacher Boy was playing the guitar, the spirits were showing up from different generations.
Right. Yeah, they were showing up there. That's what I'm saying. But because everybody was getting loosey-goosey on these spirits, it was like opening the door for something to come in. And what came in, or what tried to physically come in, was the vampires. It was Hoghead's people, okay? Hoghead's nephew, whatever, that in them people, okay? I found it so crazy, and I'm the type of person, I laugh at scary movies. The funniest thing to me, I'm sitting there with my dude, and I bust up laughing when they came to the door the first time, and they singing that song about picking, who they say, picking somebody clean?
Who?
The white people.
The Irish?
The Irish people, yeah. When they was talking about picking somebody clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yes, those are two things that don't mix. But I'm like, they come to the door with their little banjo and they pick them clean and pick them. And I'm like, y'all that faded, y'all don't hear what they saying right now. So they like, They don't tell them like, stop, that's a weird song. Stop, that's crazy. They're just like, yeah, we're not letting you in. They literally told y'all what they finna do. And I feel like even in contemporary music, when we listen to certain songs, because you have certain songs you listen to when you want to vibe, you know what I'm saying? When you want to feel a certain way. You know, you got your Sunday reset songs, you know, you got your cleaning music. You know, for me it's a little bit of a, like, you know, some Luther, you know, big Luther, and Anita Baker, some Aretha, some soul music, you know, some Joycelyn Brown. I'm cleaning to that because I'm vibing and I'm cleaning, right? Then you got breakup songs, but then you got them songs when you want to turn up and get mad. And I'm gonna use Atlanta as an example. Y'all remember the Atlanta club fight songs? Nuck if you buck, nuck if you buck, right? Move, get out the way. Tell me them songs don't make you like, like you just releasing. You know, if you don't give up, we don't give up. Right. If you from Atlanta, you know these songs. Don't start no, won't be no. Okay? I ain't never scared. These crashed out songs right here. You be in the club and you be like, throw them bowls. Come on now. All them songs make you want to fight somebody. But it's funny that we used to listen to that music and it was fight music. But it made you like turn up, like, yeah. But like, why are we in a good mood and everybody in here finna fight? And then as soon as somebody start bow, 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 everybody want to run. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. But music really can affect your mood. You got somber songs. Think about when you go to a funeral. People singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Yesterday, Amazing Grace, Going Up Yonder. I done told plenty of people, I got a list of songs that when I transition, you are not allowed to sing. When I tell you we finna turn up, and when I ever transition, I ain't trying to do it no time soon. But I'm just saying, we got to do some happy stuff, okay? I want to be celebrated in the way that I live, meaning I want to be celebrated. I don't want nobody to be somber. I don't want nobody to be, yeah, you can miss me, but you know, I want to be the type of person that the legacy that I leave is we laughing and crying at the same time. Like, you might cry because you miss me, but at the same time, you're going to be laughing like, remember when Jen did such and such? That girl crazy. Like, that's the type of, you know what I'm saying? But music controls your vibe. And we really need to start paying attention to that. And then, like Sis said, alcohol and anger, right? So, let's do this scenario. You go to the club, you turning up, you vibing to your music, you on that brown, and then you hear an Atlanta fight song. Now you got alcohol, anger, and a fight song. So now you got all this rage. And baby, you nuck if you buck. Nuck if you buck. Baby, somebody finna get hurt. And it's like, why sign yourself up for that? Now, for me, I like them songs because they would just turn up songs. They even good workout songs sometimes. Nuck If You Buck is a great workout song. Just saying. If you on them weights, that's a great song because you be wanting to fight the fat. And that's a great motivational song. Y'all like the live if you coming in, please and thank you. But it just was like, the more they was out there, because when Preacher Boy girls start singing, the more they was out there grinding and winding and doing all that, you know, they was opening the portal because they were really getting into this, you know, sensual whatever feeling, and then they were mixing the spirits with it. So then, you know, they were calling on the spirits and the spirits came knocking. I found that very interesting. But the fact that them people was playing that banjo and they literally telling you what they finna do to you in the lyrics, and then you send old girl out there to go talk to him, like, yeah, she Billy bad, whatever, but why you let old girl go out there? Like, for me, you ain't really love her for real, because you ain't You sent a woman out there to do a man's job. Like, why would you send a woman out there? She might have been a little gangster, but why would you send a woman out there by herself in the woods in Mississippi to go talk to 3 strangers? I guess his thing was she looked like them, so maybe she could talk some sense into them. But I'm like, you and I already told the people they can't come in, and they pushing the issue and they hanging around. Y'all didn't think that was weird? All money ain't good money. And, you know, they talking about, oh, well, how much they gonna pay us. They really want to come in. Like he was money hungry. So it was like you had greed, you had spirits, you had anger, you had all this lust going. It was just a mixture for some type of disaster or craziness to go down in that juke joint. So anyway, that movie was amazing. And it made me also think of From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, there was a lot of things, because if I'm correct, wasn't till From Dusk Till Dawn, that was in a strip club. So once again, you got something kind of not necessarily approved by society. You know, a juke joint is kind of looked down on by the Christian people. You know, the strip club is supposed to be, the dregs of society. I don't think that. I don't. Hey, to each their own. Because I've definitely had my both feet in several of Atlanta's establishments. It is what it is. Hold on, y'all. How is it? My bad, y'all. What the heck? What is this doing?